All right, folks, before we dive into another No BS episode with your favorite cousin Vinny, let me show you something real nice. Look at this beauty right here. Bam! The official My Cousin Vinny keychain. Stainless steel, heavy duty, custom made, and badass. You can slap it on your keys, your bag, or hell, pop it on a chain and wear it like a pendant. Classy, right? Only 25 bucks US and includes free shipping anywhere in North America. Anywhere else in the world. Just toss in $5 more for shipping. That's it. Now check this out. We got the My Cousin Vinny shirt too. Full color, custom made, all sizes available, 95% polyester and 5% spandex blend, and it looks friggin' amazing. Just 35 bucks US, same deal, free shipping in North America and $5 extra international. You want one? Easy. Since we don't have a store yet, just go to paypal.me/dualped and send the payment. Make sure to include your full name, full address, phone number, and shirt size. Shirts take about 2 to 3 weeks to show up, unless the post office decides to go on vacation. All of this helps support the channel and keeps these killer videos coming. Let's go, baby. All right, listen up. I ain't here to waste your time with pleasantries or playing nice. This ain't fucking Sesame Street. This is real shit. We're about to unravel a motherfucking mess that makes Watergate look like a parking ticket.
Vinny's got that look in his eye again. Somebody lied, and it wasn't just about the price of eggs.
You're fucking right. We got ourselves a two-headed beast today. On one side, the so-called lone wolf that tried to take out Trump. On the other, the rotted corpse of Jeffrey Epstein's fake-ass suicide. And who's standing in front of this dumpster fire with a bottle of Febreze? Fucking Dan Bongino and Kash Patel.
Oh, Lord, not the deep state defenders. What happened, Vin? They used to bark like pit bulls. Now they purr like kittens getting paid.
They dropped a clip, sitting there like a couple of stiff fucking mannequins on a home shopping network segment, saying there's nothing more to it. Just one guy. That's it. No conspiracy, no plan, no deeper motive. Just a lone loser with 6 cell phones and a rooftop pass.
Man, if I had 6 phones, my ass would get tackled in a Walgreens. But this kid scales a roof with a gun, and it's all, oops, we missed him.
You know what? Let's show the folks at home exactly what these clowns said. Rob, roll the clip.
You know what, Maria? Kash is not kidding. We've been personally briefed extensively on every single detail, nugget, tendril of this case. One is actively in court right now, so out of respect for the case, it's probably more appropriate that I stay quiet on that. However, I'm not going to tell people what they want to hear. I'm going to tell you the truth, and whether you like it or not is up to you. If there was a big explosive there, right? Given my history as a Secret Service agent and my personal friendship as a director does with the president, give me one logical, sensible reason we would not have. If you can think of one, there isn't. In some of these cases, the there you're looking for is not there. And I know people, I get it. I understand. It's not there. If it was there, we would have told you.
You know a suicide when you see one, and that's what that was.
He killed himself. You want me to? I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
Listen, that Jeffrey Epstein story is a big deal. Please do not let that story go. Keep your eye on this. Catherine Rumler, we need to keep the heat on this case, folks. There are a lot of people who are knee-deep in the Washington swamp who are not telling you the truth about serious allegations out there that Epstein may have had video and audio of people out there doing things they shouldn't have been doing. And you should be asking yourself the question, how is it that all these people, the CIA director, the Obama fixer, Bill Clinton, all intersected paths with Jeffrey Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein isn't with us anymore, and nobody seems to want to talk about it. Outside of a few entrepreneurial media outlets saying, hey, this is a big deal.
You hear that fucking nonsense? If there was something more, we'd tell you. Bullshit! You two used to scream from the fucking rooftops about deep state corruption, and now you sit there like a couple of deflated parade balloons, acting like nothing happened. Listen to me. I'm the best fucking lawyer this planet has ever seen. I've torn prosecutors apart with less evidence than what's sitting right in front of us. So don't tell me these two ain't compromised. Kash Patel and Dan Bongino are compromised, and I'll bet my left fucking nut on it.
Woo! Boy, Vinny throwing nuts on the table now. Shit, I ain't betting either of mine, but if you want, I'll hold yours in a little Crown Royal bag while you testify.
They used to be pit bulls. Now they're lapdogs for the fucking narrative. Before they got their cute little titles and backroom access, they were on fire, exposing everything. We're gonna blow it wide open. Yeah, blow what exactly? My patience?
Let me tell you something. When a man talks loud in the street and goes quiet in the room, that motherfucker got paid or got threatened. Ain't no other explanation. I seen it in showbiz. I seen it in D.C. I seen it in prison. Loud men get real gentle when power grabs their balls.
And don't give me this "it's still under investigation" crap. You can't have the shooter's apartment scrubbed cleaner than a 5-star hotel and say it's just a random act.
6 phones, protected parents, a fucking drone flying around and nobody says a word. And they got the balls to sit there and tell us the there ain't there. Nah, motherfucker, the there is there. It's just buried under a pile of classified horse shit. You know what else pisses me off? People saying, well, they're just being careful, Red. They got to play it safe now that they're inside the system. Nah, fuck that. You ain't careful with truth. You tell it or you don't. If you scared, go back to podcast and shut the fuck up.
Preach. Motherfuckers out here getting shot at rallies, trafficked in silence, and you jokers want to play PR poker with the truth? Nah, we're done playing nice.
Now you two, Cash Dan, you've really got nothing to hide, prove it, because from where I'm sitting, you both look like deep state choir boys singing somebody else's song.
And the lyrics fucking stink.
All right, now let's talk about the greatest disappearing act since Houdini got bored, Jeffrey fucking Epstein. And spoiler alert, he ain't kill himself. Not unless the CIA taught him ninja chokeholds in his sleep.
2 guards fell asleep. The cameras went dark. The footage was corrupted. The cellmate magically moved. This ain't just shady. It's a straight-up scripted movie scene. If this ain't the slimiest cover-up since Watergate wore a ski mask, I don't know what is.
Let me tell you something, America. My old VCR from 1982 had better fucking surveillance than the most high-profile inmate on Earth. You ever seen a VCR with the tracking lines? Yeah, even that shit caught more footage than Epstein's death cell.
They say he hung himself with a bedsheet. A fucking bedsheet. From a bunk. In a cell. In a prison. On fucking suicide watch. The fucking Clintons couldn't have scripted it better.
You remember them guards? They didn't just fall asleep. Nah, man. They got narcos slapped by a cover-up. Probably dosed with melatonin and hush money.
And here's the real insult. They expect us to buy it. Like we're just drooling, slack-jawed morons scrolling TikTok all day.
They say, move along, nothing to see here. Bitch, there's everything to see here. There's 10,000 fucking hours of rape footage, little girls being dragged around by demons in suits, and all we get is Epstein died, case closed.
Where's the black book? Where's the client list? Where the fuck are the arrests? They got more people locked up for unpaid parking tickets than they do from Epstein Island.
I want to know how many sick fucks still sitting on boards of directors. I want to know how many of them smile in front of cameras and wave to their voters like they didn't fly private to Rape Island 3 fucking times. I want to know where the feeders are, the scumbags who supplied the girls. You think they shut that shit down? Hell no. Business is probably still booming.
You know how I know it's all bullshit, Red? Because every time someone gets close to the truth, they get dead. They get disappeared or they get promoted. Funny how that works.
They say it's conspiracy. Nah, it's logistics. It's an operation. And it's still running, baby. That factory never shut down. They just changed the fucking uniforms.
Let me ask you something, Cash. Dan, where's the justice? Where's the perp walk? Just give us one fucking name. I don't give a fuck if it's Bill Gates, Prince Andy, or fucking SpongeBob. Lock one of them up, and we'll believe you're serious.
And if you don't, then shut the fuck up and stop insulting our intelligence.
Epstein didn't kill himself. Only an idiot would believe that. He was erased, sanitized, like a dirty fucking file folder in a broken FBI basement.
And every second they drag their feet, every fucking second, those kids in those videos, they're still out there, grown now, damaged, forgotten, while the monsters that did it are drinking wine and getting awards.
That ain't justice, that's protection.
And it makes me sick. Yo, Vin, even Tucker fucking Carlson and some ex-CIA guy are laughing at this shit now. You know it's bad when professional liars are like, damn, that's too much cap for even us.
Yeah, Tucker's out here laughing like it's Saturday Night Live, and Bongino's talking about, I saw the whole file. What file? The one the same fucking feds wrote to cover up the hit job?
Exactly. You read the file? Motherfucker, you mean the one put together by the same creeps that turned the cameras off and took a nap during Epstein's suicide? You read the script, not the truth.
And now it's so bad even MAGA folks online are throwing hands. Jimmy Dore's fans, Tucker's fans, your fucking neighbor's dog. They're all saying the same fucking thing. Bongino and Cash sold out.
They said he killed himself like they rehearsed it. Blinking like liars, sweating like junkies, and hoping nobody noticed. But we noticed.
All right, let's walk through this lone shooter bullshit like we're on Law & Order, except in this version, the criminals wear suits and fucking badges.
Boy, this story got more holes than a fishnet condom. 6 phones, a drone in the air, parents protected, and you expect me to believe this was some confused white kid with a grudge and a vision board?
Oh, he acted alone. Yeah, he acted all right. That little prick had better coordination than a Navy SEAL team. Walks through the crowd, unnoticed. Climbs a slanted rooftop like fucking Ezio from Assassin's Creed. Posts up like he's got VIP sniper access. And no one sees nothing? What the fuck?
And this ain't no empty-ass cornfield. This was a presidential rally. Secret Service, cops, drones, cameras, helicopters. You're telling me Stevie Wonder wouldn't have caught this shit from across the street?
You know what this smells like? It smells like coordination, like planning, like inside access. You don't show up with 6 fucking phones, shoot from a perfect vantage point, and have your apartment get scrubbed clean by midnight unless someone wants you to disappear.
And what about the angle, huh? That roof? They lied about the slope. Tried to make it sound like he was just up there like some lost kid on a camping trip. Nah, that was a trained fucking position. You don't get that clean of a shot unless you practiced it.
Let me tell you how a case like this should go. You'd arrest the family, lock the phones down, comb that apartment like you're looking for Jimmy Hoffa's ghost. But what did they do? Protected the parents, cleaned the place up, disappeared evidence like it's a fucking magic act.
And then they got the balls to look into the camera and say he acted alone. Motherfucker, my ass, he did. That boy had handlers. Maybe MK Ultra style mind games. Maybe straight up Fed connections. But he didn't wake up that day and say, I think I'll bring a fucking arsenal and snipe the most protected man on earth.
This was a dry run, a test, an attempt, and they failed, thank fuck. But now, instead of an investigation, we get this weak-ass PR spin that everything's fine. Fuck off with that shit.
Now, let me be real clear. Ain't nobody buying this story but the same idiots who thought Epstein tripped and fell into a noose. This ain't a conspiracy theory. This is a cover story with holes so big you could fly a fucking Chinook through it.
I want answers. Who cleaned the apartment? Who made the call to keep the parents out of the news? Who had the drone data? Who knew this kid's schedule?
And most of all, who's next?
This ain't over. Not by a long shot. You know what I'm seeing out there, Red? Regular people, pissed off, finally, after years of being told to shut up, sit down, and trust the fucking system. They're starting to say, fuck that. And you know what? I love it.
Damn right. For years, we've been called crazy. Tinfoil hatters, conspiracy clowns. But now the lies ain't working no more. People got eyes. People got receipts. They're pulling the fucking curtain back. And the wizard behind is just another rich-ass coward with a mic.
I've been talking to folks in diners, gas stations, courtrooms. Everyone's saying the same shit. What the hell happened to Dan and Cash? These used to be the guys pointing fingers at the swamp. Now they're doing the backstroke in it.
Facts. Dan used to be on fire, man. You remember that? Every week he was unloading like an angry Italian at Thanksgiving. Now he sounds like an HR rep trying to avoid a lawsuit.
HR rep? Red, come on, man.
We understand your concerns, America, but rest assured we investigated ourselves and found no wrongdoing. Kiss my entire black ass.
And the sad part is, they think we don't notice. Like we're all too busy eating fast food and scrolling porn to pay attention. But you know what they forgot?
They forgot people are done being scared. We might not all agree on politics, religion, or what pineapple on pizza means to the Constitution. But we all know when we're being lied to. And this shit right here is one big sloppy-ass lie.
Ask anyone now, even the quiet ones. Do you believe Epstein killed himself? Fuck no. Do you believe Trump's shooter acted alone? Fuck no again. People are waking up, and you can see it in their faces. They're not asking questions anymore. They're demanding answers.
And when regular people start demanding answers, that's when shit changes. That's when the rats start running and the truth starts rising like a bad hangover.
So let me say this to the suits, the spooks, the puppets, and the paid-off parrots. Your time's up. You can lie, you can spin, but you can't stop the wave that's coming. And this time, we ain't forgetting. And we sure as fuck ain't forgiving.
You wanted to gaslight America? You lit the fire. Now watch it burn.
I've sat in courtrooms with blood on the floor and lies on the walls. I've cross-examined gangsters, politicians, and so many slime balls I had to get my suits dry cleaned with bleach. But what I'm seeing now, this ain't just a case. This is a fucking crime scene, and their fingerprints are everywhere.
They didn't just try to kill a man, they tried to kill hope. They tried to kill truth. And when that didn't work, they tried to cover it up with weak-ass press conferences and handshakes behind closed doors. Shit like this? That's how empires fall.
Let me say it loud so the alphabet boys listening in don't miss a syllable. We don't believe you. We don't believe the suicide story, we don't believe the lone shooter fantasy, and we definitely don't believe Dan and Kash are still the same motherfuckers they used to be.
They flipped. Whether it was fear, fame, or a fucking folder full of threats, they flipped. And now, they want us to flip too. Pretend we didn't see what we saw, hear what we heard. Nah, not today.
This ain't about Trump anymore. It ain't even about Epstein. It's about a system that thinks it can lie to us forever and never pay the price. Well, guess what? The bill's due. And I hope you saved your fucking receipts.
Now, this country's running out of patience. And when the people stop asking, they start taking. And once they start taking, you can't spin that. You can't censor that. You can't cancel that.
So go ahead. Keep running your mouth on Fox. Keep playing gatekeeper with the truth. But just remember, we see you now. And we're taking notes.
Write this down in your little notebooks, fellas. America's wide fucking awake. We gave y'all a chance to tell the truth. You didn't. So now, we'll tell it for you.
You know what else Jimmy Dore said, Red? He said we should play a game show. Mind control or blackmail. And you know what, Red? I think he's right.
Fucking A. Let's play. Dan Bongino? I'm going with mind control. Dude blinking like he forgot who he was.
Kash Patel, I'm saying. Blackmail. He looked like he was holding back a fucking hostage letter from his eyes.
They both talking like someone behind the curtain got a lever on their souls. And they ain't pushing back on nothing. Not the guards, not the cameras, not the fucking source of the lie.
Funny how that works, huh? All that tough talk disappears the second they get power. And all that support for Israel, all of a sudden they forget what country they work for.
If you can't name names, shut the fuck up and get off the mic. 'Cause you're not part of the solution. You're part of the protection program.
You just heard the whole fucking truth. No filters, no scripts, no corporate leash wrapped around our necks. Just us telling it straight. Because that's what this country needs, and that's what Chris Dallas and Celebrity Recreations are delivering.
You ain't gonna hear this on CNN. You ain't gonna see this on some plastic podcast with soft questions and safe answers. This is the realest shit online, and you know it.
If you got half a brain and one working eyeball, you better do 3 things. Subscribe, like, and share the living fuck out of this video. Get it to your friends, get it to your enemies, shove it up the algorithm's ass until it chokes on the truth.
And drop a comment, too. We want to know who's awake, who's pissed off, and who's ready to ride this truth train all the way through the swamp.
Because here's the bottom line. We ain't stopping. We ain't backing down, and we damn sure ain't letting these fake-ass narratives slide while good people get screwed.
You want the truth? You fucking found it. Chris Dallas, Celebrity Recreations. This channel don't play games. It plays fire. Now hit the fucking button. We're out of here.